Hey everyone, it's Exonautica, and I have a fire video idea. So, today, I'm gonna be playing one of my favorite Roblox games, Kaiju Paradise, but I use items I barely use. Now, this means I can't use like this side or the bat. I can't use colas because you use colas to get tokens because I pick them up constantly. I can't use medkits. I can't use brains having fingers in them. Basically, if I use the item recently and I use it a lot, I can use it. So, for example, I will be using these items. Okay, get a good look. We have the crowbar, the taser, the nunchucks, the sledgehammer. It's surprisingly the katana. And we'll talk about why the katana is on the list way later on. So yeah, time to use whatever this crap is. Alright guys, so you're gonna see a lot of like speeding up and shit because this is a pretty long video. It started out as a 30-minute live stream and I'm gonna try to cut down to about 20-ish minutes. So my first thing is I'm trying to look for a crowbar because I've literally only used the crowbar like 5 times and I was to break vending machines. So I really wanted to find a dude bro. Now I did find a taser first. I had a little trouble with the desk. Taser's kind of iffy, especially if you're on Xbox. Xbox, you have to like activate navigation mode. There's the pipe. Pipe's pretty cool, I guess. It's just you know, dude bro. Now here's some little fidgeting. I've been trying to get up here. I did it when they first came out, but this happened. Yeah, I kind of walked under that and I had to kill myself. So that's a little unfortunate. So that's our first F. Now what's kind of goofy is that's muscle memory. I did not mean to pick up that bat. You're gonna see like 2 more times in the video. It's pure muscle memory. I always grab the bat when I respawn. It's just muscle memory. Like, oh, excuse me. Even though I'm gonna go, there's the crowbar, but even if I'm gonna go for like, I don't know, a Fishcracks. Remember that guy for later. He is very important as he's in the thumbnail and everything. That not being able to grab the scythe was a very painful thing. There's the sledgehammer. Sledgehammer is pretty cool, I guess. Like I said, I'll give my opinion on all these weapons later. Okay? So yeah, it's just kind of like, I'll give my opinion on the weapons way later on when we actually use the weapons, alright? So, I was kind of exploring the map. I'm looking for nunchucks. It's a little weird, so I know nunchucks only spawn like 3 locations, maybe only 2. You have one right over here, and you have another one right at the sector. So I can't find it, so I engaged in combat. So here's the crowbar. Crowbar has a really small hitbox and doesn't do a lot of damage, but surprisingly, it has a pretty large stun time. It's not the best stun time because this is a utility weapon. You're supposed to use this when breaking vending machines, not really in combat, because the hitbox is ass and it's kind of hard. But me being cracked at the game launched this crap. This crap's about to get wild. Right here. This is the dude I should remember. This is the same guy from earlier. No hate on this guy, but he is a little goofy, I won't lie. But it's chill. So we just kind of get into fight. And we're waiting. And yeah, this happens. So I land the first hit on him. He's a little scared. He keeps, rushing in. Word of advice: don't. If you get hit first and you're on a cooldown, yeah, go for the hit. But if you miss, back up. this game is all about it's about being unpredictable and not wanting to you're not supposed to really it's a little goofy. You don't want to like panic. You try to attack really fast. This game is about patience and unpredictability. As you see, I broke his hazmat suit pretty damn fast. And now he's running away. I won't let him escape though, because I'm built different, you know. So yeah, I chased him over here. This just kind of put me in a little tricky spot because I don't have a hazmat suit on, so I take a lot of damage. As you can see, I touched the hazmat. That's like 20% of my health gone with one touch. So I have to be careful, but he does run away. So watch this. Bam! I hit him. But unfortunately, he just teleported. He just used a little vent before I can get him. So I have to keep chasing him. But luckily, there was this guy with a scythe. Smacked him, and I secured the kill. So that was pretty fun. I ended up turning debug mode on just because, like, I want to be able to see. I want to see what these hitboxes are. So right here, I'm about to do a little bit of testing. So you can see that with this, with the crowbar. There's the nunchucks. First of all, the nunchucks have really big hitbox. They're pretty chill. We're talking about them later. Same thing with the katana. Talk about that later. But we have the sledgehammer. I'm not going to use it because it wastes durability. Pipe's pretty average. It's like a machete. Just worse or better, depends. But the crowbar, which is where the crowbar is, it's like the machete and the pipe in a way. Where basically what it means is most of your hitbox is one side of your body. If you use, watch this fire edit I'm about to do. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I know, crazy, right? But I'm gonna do some more combat. But while we're doing combat, I want to talk about the crowbar. So the pipe and the machete, they like to use one side of the body, which basically means what you do is you swing it, and most of the hitbox is to the left or right of the character. I forget which side of the character is, but it means that if you run one of your shoulders into a Fishcracks and you swing your machete or your pipe, you're more likely to hit them on one side of your body than the other. And this is kind of the same way, except it's at an angle, which makes the crowbar a little goofy. It's like the axe when Roblox did a big coding overhaul. Basically, that overhaul was where basically they changed all the code and they fucked up KP, and they made it where there was a bug where the axe, because all the animations changed, you would cut with axe. Instead of going completely vertically, it was kind of horizontally. It was kind of like at a 90-degree angle. 80-degree angle.
What are your superpowers again? I'm rich.
Yes, I am also really poor. My wallet hates me. But basically, yeah. So this weapon's kind of goofy because it's kind of like that bugged axe, where the axe was a little horizontal. It was at like an 80-degree angle. This is more like a 70-degree angle, but it has energy where it's like a machete or a pipe, but it's more horizontal and more vertical than those two. So watch this crap. This is basically KP in a nutshell. It's just teaming up. I can't wait for 3.2 to fix all of this. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna skip a little bit up ahead because he does kind of run a little bit, and this is not about him. This is about using weapons that I have barely used. So here's these two dudes. They've been chilling the entire time. I've had seen them a couple times in the video, and look who it is. It's our boy Nightcrawler. So I'm about to murder this guy. He's hiding behind the spike. He thinks it's a good play. I stick him with it. I get a little greedy and I get caught. And he spikes me. Thank gosh I had a hazmat suit, because you could have called it a game over. Now, I'm kind of low health, I'm a little panicky just like him, so I'm kind of rushing him in, but I am a little bit more cautious because I've been playing KP for like 4 fucking years, what do you expect? So, he dodges, but I am very careful to make sure he does not grab me again. So if he grabs me again, it's game over. See, he's starting to realize now that I'm a pretty experienced player. I'm not the best player out there, but I'm more experienced. So I kind of have my stats. So he's trying to like lure me away, but it isn't quite working in his favor. And he's starting to realize that I'm going to flank the fuck out of him, except he pulls in a reverse flank and he gets away. A little unfortunate, if you know what I mean. So that's basically the crowbar. Alright, what's up guys? We're doing the pipe now. If I saw a difference because it's the next day in terms of editing, I went to bed. So pipe's pretty cool. It does have some flaws because it's like I said, it's with the katana, it has a bigger hitbox on one side of your body. So it's a little goofy, and you'll see later what I mean. But basically, I'm just kind of searching for an opponent because, well, I specialize in 1v1s, but I do occasionally do like the occasional 1v10 where it's only me and there's 10 track scenes, and I have won a fair amount of those. So here's the dude, bro. I found him again. I'm gonna keep fighting him. Also, just so you know, I have nothing against this guy, okay? I'm just, even though I'm technically targeting him, I'm not like bullying him or anything. It's just that he's the most reliable target in the server. The server doesn't really have a lot of good track scenes, but once we start using the katana, then we get a couple good things. So right there, you see how I missed that? That's because of the bullshit. That's because of the bullcrap hitbox, where you only hit one side of your body. That's why I unfortunately missed that dude. And this other player with the katana lost more health than he could have. So stuff get a little tense. There's multiple good track scenes. See how small a hitbox is, but it is way better than the crowbar. So I won't lie. But unfortunately, I've barely used the crowbar, and I'm trying to play it like it's the machete, because the machete is way better than the pipe. I ended up hitting like a pop and everything, but I'm not really trying to team up with other players. I'm just trying to like hide so I don't get grabbed and then die immediately, because that's KP in a nutshell. So I find the dude, he smacks me, but I break his hazmat suit, luckily. And now we're gonna do a little bit of a chase. He tries to hide in the spike again. Fool me twice, you won't, bro. But he does unfortunately get a grab. He takes a lot of damage away, but I managed to survive it because I'm built different. So I'm pretty low health, but he also runs away because unfortunately he doesn't really want to fight me anymore. I thought these two dudes were gonna grab him, but no, they're chill. So I'm just gonna run around. I'm gonna speed this up. This is like 5 minutes of just running around the map, and I was lagging badly, so I turned on the graphics on my Xbox and everything, so that the game could possibly lag less. Unfortunately, it didn't really help, but hey, it's cool, I guess. So I find the dude again, and I smack him, but unfortunately, he's gonna keep trying to run away. And this is where we get to one of the biggest problems with KP. If you can properly utilize the system, he's going to abuse Sam's shield. Okay, so he's kind of done fighting me. I kind of understand that, but I want to at least kill him, and then I'll be done fighting him, because I want to secure that kill. Now I smack him. He for some reason doesn't get stunned, but now he does get. But then the stun does go off, but it doesn't like stun him, so it's a little goofy. He grabs me. I'm gonna get really low. Well, actually no, but he tried to attack me. And look at this. he has another force field already. So yeah, I was kind of, I saw where he was going, so I ended up doing this. I cut the video because I just want to run the entire map. But basically, I was able to cut him off right here. And this is where we go to the katana. So the katana is basically pretty good. It's a weapon where it's really only good if it's a 1v2. People have said that you can use the weapon properly, it's a really good 1v1s, but it's super terrible for like lunge attacks and everything. Like see how this guy's starting to attack me? I'm not really good at the katana, not much. And the katana is unfortunately one of those weapons. So this is where we get the other competitive players, right here. So we're gonna run, and yeah. So the katana is, the reason why I don't use it though, is it's a weapon where if you lunge, you will get grabbed really easily. So because of that, this guy's lagging, but it makes you really vulnerable if you use this in a 1v1 situation. And I'm talking about like, or if you're in a 1v2 situation where there's 2 good track scenes and 1 human. You see how I'm trying to slash this guy? He's able to like almost grab me, but because there's other. See, the reason is, if there's another human, it's a really good weapon because you can't really utilize grab when there's 2 players, right? Because you can use the katana to break the other player out of the grab really easily, or if you get grabbed by lunging, they can break you out. And there's the thing, this weapon is kind of goofy because you can't really utilize it in 1v1s. Because the Achilles heel of this weapon is grab, but if there's 2 players, and it's a good track scene, you force them to use attack, which means attack makes them, you need to be able to actually like, you know, attack the players with attack, and attack isn't really good against katana. Like I said, the Achilles heel of a katana is grab. Now, unfortunately, he does infect him, and he's right here. This guy's being a little iffy. He's being a little toxic, but it's chill because I really give a shit. It is KP. It is one of the most toxic communities on Roblox. I'm just gonna flex my wallet, or what was my wallet, and I'm gonna walk away slowly. Make sure he isn't following me. Make sure he isn't a threat. And I'll go find a different player to fight because I'm not going to instigate him. So, yeah. Katana's a little iffy. We're going to find a new player. Unfortunately, I'm recording this and I totally forgot to edit the video, so that's why I'm like waiting for shit to happen. But this guy does happen, and see how he's utilizing attack. Well, he's not really having a lot of fun time with attack. But the other dude, watch, he's gonna grab me. See how easy he was able to grab me with the katana? That's why. You can't really attack people with attack when you use katana, because the big hitbox. So unfortunately, I die. So yippee! See what I mean though? It isn't really good in a 1v1 situation because of the launch. Now, obviously, it's a skill-based game, so there's more muscle memory. But I heard that if you are pretty good at the game, this guy's gonna grab me, by the way. But I heard that if you're pretty skilled at the game, you can utilize it. I unfortunately die again because I got teamed up on. But yeah, if you, a power outage happens during this. So, yet again, here's more muscle memory. Funny enough, I didn't actually notice that I grabbed the bat, which is a little unfortunate. So, power outage is pretty cool. The only problem is it's gonna lag my game a lot more, which is really unfortunate. So, now I'm gonna go try to search for a nunchuck, because I have yet to use nunchucks, the taser, and the bat. Not bat, the sledgehammer. So that's what we're looking for again. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna quickly just do this. Alright guys, we're back. We have a taser and nunchucks. Here's how I use a taser. First off, hitbox a little iffy, and then you can stun a Fishcracks, but then it breaks immediately. Because if you don't know, the tasers mainly transfer item usually come with ghost box. Now, funny enough, the nunchucks are a really good weapon. They have really good hitbox. But the reason why I don't use them is we're about to see in a second. Pay attention to the durability on this item. Now, the reason why it is such a good weapon now is you're able to utilize this in terms of the cooldown. It's a really fast weapon, but it doesn't stun enemies. You know, this guy's kind of goofy. He has the AI mindset. Basically, you need to, when you use grab or attack, you have semi-long cooldowns. And see, the nunchucks already broke. Or I think maybe a slam up stool. I don't know. You'd have to rewind the footage. I wasn't paying attention. But basically, even though it breaks kind of fast and it does have some flaws, but it's really good because you can utilize it in terms of really fast attacks. Its only real counter would be like grab, but you have to grab them before they do specific things. I've played Fishcracks and I've died by nunchucks pretty damn easily because I was trying to use attack. I was using the wrong tool for the wrong job. So, taser's kind of iffy, like I said, and we'll be right back when I find something pretty cool to watch. Alright, so I cut out about 5 minutes of exploration, but now I'm about to murderize this guy with a sledgehammer. Now, unfortunately, I didn't realize how fucking terrible the sledgehammer is in terms of hitbox. It goes completely against my playstyle, which is aggressive, and I love spam jumping. But the sledgehammer is really good if an enemy is already ragdolled. It's a very strong weapon. But it's really hard to use because of the slow hitbox. Like, bam! Look at that huge stun. And that huge damage because of the crits. Like I said, that's kind of what it's good for, is like that. So that's why I never use a sledgehammer, because it goes against my playstyle. I know people love to use it, but listen, even when I play Fishcracks, I'll see a dude with a sledgehammer, and I'm like, I know I can just jump over the hitbox. Like, I will purposely play as casual as possible against a sledgehammer user, because sledgehammer is not one of the best weapons in the game. You kind of have to combo other weapons. Like, if you have the not the axe, it's kind of a long cooldown, but if you have a different weapon that can like stun, like if you can use like the taser, maybe you can like combo a weapon in order to, or combo another player, where one player will use like an axe and you'll chop the player down, ragdoll them, and you can smash them with the sledgehammer. But you kind of have to use a sledgehammer with other weapons to make it worthwhile, because it's super easy to dodge. The hitbox is small. Everything's kind of iffy about it. It's even worse than the crowbar. But if you can use it in the right thing, so right here, I'm gonna try to fight these two dudes, okay? With this weapon, okay? Like I said, the hitboxes aren't good, but look at that damage. It has a lot of damage, but the hitbox is really good. So right here, I'm unfortunately being a little cocky, and I get grabbed, and I'm gonna take some serious damage, and I'm like get infected, and I'm gonna die. And thanks for watching.